Welcome back to TTS Daily, everyone. I'm Yi. Yesterday we shared about South Korea's sudden martial law and how it was also just as quickly and suddenly blocked by the National Assembly. Well, now South Korea leave the martial law. South Korean President Yoon said this: "Just a moment ago, there was a demand from the National Assembly to lift the state of emergency, and we have withdrawn the military that was deployed for martial law operations. We will accept the National Assembly's request and lift the martial law through the cabinet meeting." So, South Korea's martial law is officially over. What happens next? Well, now South Korea's parliament has introduced a motion to impeach President Yoon Suk-yeol. However, President Yoon Suk-yeol's own party vow to oppose this move. We will update again if we have any further developments. And now we go to the land of smiles, Thailand. In Singapore, we have Pay Now. In Thailand, they have FacePay. Literally, you can pay for your groceries by scanning your face using facial recognition. Well, it works for all, but then you do need a patch of hair and potentially you need eyebrows most importantly. As you can see down here, for a Buddhist monk, his lack of eyebrows caused him to be unable to use their Thailand's FacePay system, or basically the welfare payment app. Until in the end, the staff at the store had to help him to make makeshift eyebrows using black masking tape, even shaping the black masking tape as you can see here to give him a very firm and stern look. True enough, he successfully made his payment. Legend says his eyebrows are still staring at you right now. We now go to Malaysia, and before we start off with this news/story, I just got to say this outright. Prank culture got to end. And when I say that, I mean there are two kinds of prank culture. There is the one that I like, that is called wholesome prank, and there's the other one that's called physical prank. Well, physical prank culture has got to end, okay? It is just zero common sense. It doesn't belong on social media at all. And if you're watching prank culture of the physical kind, you are actually feeding these content creators and you're empowering them. The other kind of prank culture that I watch is called wholesome prank culture, where usually done by Korean content creators, where basically all they do is there's a group of them, or maybe a pair of people, two persons just having a really ridiculous and funny conversation, and they record the reactions of people nearby them, sitting near them, listening in to their conversation. That's it. Nothing physical happened. Okay, we go to this news right now, where a Malaysian teen fractured her pelvis in class in school because her classmate played a prank by pulling the chair under her, and she fell and hit the floor and she was in pain, and her teacher was so indifferent and just left it to fate that she injured herself. So this teacher was so indifferent to her students suffering in pain, not even notifying the principal, and finally student was sent to the hospital, where scans finally revealed she fractured her pelvis. Subsequently, her family requested to the school, "Please, my daughter broke her pelvis. Can she move to a classroom to the ground floor, for ease of access?" Obvious. And the school denied. And her teacher didn't even took her doctor's report seriously. Her teacher claimed that her own child, a doctor, would not consider it serious. And after that, that student was removed from the class WhatsApp group. I always thought bullying happens in school between classmates or schoolmates. I didn't know bullying extends out beyond the social groups of students. Truly shameful. We go back to Singapore, where a father of three took his 3 kids to a claw machine shop, and because he said his kids couldn't win the claw machine prize, so he decided to tilt the machine, letting all the toys fall through the hatch. And they took toys. He did this example in front of his kids. He didn't even consider whether there were cameras around. We're living in this day and age where cameras are everywhere. They actually took 55 toys. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 55 toys. Wrap it up and took it out in a shopping cart. I am perplexed. I do not understand why is such behavior being exhibited in front of your own children. You're setting very bad examples to your kids of what is right or wrong, or is it right just because you think, "Oh, I didn't win a toy, it's not fair, I need to get my toys, so okay, daddy's gonna tilt the machine and get me not one toy but 55 toys. Make it make sense, please, make it make sense. Last story of the day, we previously mentioned on TTS that there is a surge in scams in Singapore, and these scams usually happen in the form of impersonators. Well, this scam that we're featuring right now, that we're covering right now, didn't have any impersonators. The victim only received 2 SMS which he didn't even notice, and these 2 SMS, as you can see, the first one saying that you've added your credit/debit card to Apple Pay, and take note, the victim doesn't even have an Apple phone. And the second SMS was an OTP which he didn't share with anyone. And this man lost $6,000. So banks, after investigation, said that the man authorized this transaction, but the man, 2 defense. 1, he doesn't have an Apple phone. 2, he did not share this OTP with anyone. So what is happening here? It didn't require any impersonators. The transactions were done overseas, away from where he is. Is cloning Sims a thing? Can Sims be cloned?